When they hear improv and the kinds of things that I do, they constantly think wing it. And it's not that. Like, I want you, when you're putting together a presentation, be so practiced to the point of where you can improvise. That means you know it so well that you're so in the moment that no matter what unexpected thing happens, you still know what outcomes and what goals and transitions you need to be at. So it's not scripted, it's improvise to goal, improvise to goal, improvise. But that takes a lot of work to get to that point, right? Sometimes, though, you're in a presentation and something just happens and falls apart, like this, where I just all of a sudden told them, you don't have a lot of time. What do? Do you lose your expertise in that moment, or can you still hold your composure and still get to the goal? Because we don't always have control over every moment in life. We have to be able to improvise, but we can still improvise and be the expert. So, any other thoughts from that game? Mm-hmm.
And the second thing is, it's not because he's looking at me that he's actually listening to me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That took me off my guard. I saw he's watching me, he's looking at me, so he's paying attention to what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't have to work as hard.
Right.
To keep his attention.
Right. And so that's why I think in a presentation or a conversation, if you remember earlier, I talked about sometimes people are nodding their heads and they're not actually paying attention. So really good feedback is that feedback loop. And a feedback loop isn't a nod. A feedback loop is usually when they're asking you questions. And that means they're engaged, they're yes-anding, and it's kind of more of a dialogue. And if you're giving a presentation, there are tricks you can do to leave room in your formal presentation of openness to get that feedback loop going again. That's more than just them staring straight